This is the story of Alexander Fleming, the scientist who discovered penicillin, the world's first antibiotic, and saved countless lives and reshaped how we treat bacterial infections. In the early 20th century, a remarkable breakthrough occurred that transformed medicine forever. From pneumonia to syphilis and beyond, his work has been pivotal in modern healthcare. Alexander Fleming entered the world on August 6, 1881, in Lockfield, East Ayrshire. Born to Hugh Fleming, a farmer, and Grace Sterling Morton, he received his early education at Loudon Moor School. Bright and determined, Fleming's academic prowess granted him a scholarship to the Royal Polytechnic Institution in London in 1901. His elder brother Tom, who was a physician, inspired Fleming to pursue medicine. Enrolling at St. Mary's Hospital Medical School in Paddington, London, he initially dreamed of becoming a surgeon. However, Sir Armroth Wright, his mentor, encouraged him to delve into the fascinating world of bacteriology. Fleming completed his studies with distinction in 1906, securing a lecturer position at St. Mary's, igniting his lifelong passion for microbes and their relationship with human health. Fleming's research primarily focused on bacteriology, particularly the treatment of wounds during World War I. In 1921, while exploring the properties of lysozyme, an antibacterial enzyme found in tears and saliva, he observed that it could break down bacterial cell walls. This discovery piqued his interest in naturally occurring antibacterial agents. The pivotal moment arrived in 1928 when Fleming returned from a 2-week vacation to find his laboratory in disarray. A Petri dish containing Staphylococcus bacteria had been accidentally left uncovered and contaminated with a mold, later identified as Penicillium notatum. Fleming noticed that the bacteria surrounding the mold were destroyed while those farther away remained unharmed. This led him to investigate further and eventually isolate the substance responsible for this antibacterial activity. Fleming named this substance as penicillin. He started promoting it as a cure for bacterial infections. However, for over a decade, penicillin remained a laboratory curiosity. It wasn't until the early 1940s that its potential was fully realized, especially during World War II. A team of scientists at the University of Oxford, including Howard Florey, Ernst Boris Chain, and Norman Heatley, took up purifying and mass-producing penicillin to meet the urgent medical needs of wounded soldiers. In 1941, penicillin was first tested on a human patient, a policeman named Albert Alexander. He had developed a severe infection from a rose thorn scratch. Penicillin showed promise, but the treatment was cut short due to a shortage of the drug. Sadly, Alexander passed away. This highlighted the critical need for large-scale penicillin production. Recognizing the significance of penicillin, US and British governments invested heavily in its production. Pharmaceutical giants like Pfizer and Merck developed advanced processes that allowed for the mass manufacture of penicillin. By 1945, penicillin was being produced on an industrial scale. This expanded its use from wartime medicine to civilian healthcare. Penicillin's effectiveness in treating a range of bacterial infections, including pneumonia, sepsis, and gangrene, revolutionized the field of medicine. It lowered mortality rates for both soldiers and civilians, which garnered it the affectionate title, the miracle drug. By the war's end, penicillin became an essential part of medical practice. It was hailed as one of the greatest inventions of the 20th century. The impact of penicillin transcended its immediate medical applications. It drove new researches in microbiology and immunology, inspiring the discovery of other antibiotics that allowed for a wider arsenal of treatments against infectious diseases. Antibiotics paved the way for safer surgical procedures, alleviated the burden of infections on healthcare systems, and contributed to increased life expectancy worldwide. In recognition of their contributions, Fleming, Florey and Chain were awarded the Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine in 1945. Beyond penicillin, Fleming was a trailblazer in vaccine research and made significant strides in studying antiseptics and infection control methods. Fleming left this world on March 11, 1955, at the age of 73, but his legacy endures. His discovery of penicillin has irrevocably altered the course of medical history, cementing his place among the greatest scientists of all time. Today, As we reflect on his contributions, we celebrate the life-saving power of penicillin and the transformative impact it has had on healthcare for generations to come. I am sure you found this story interesting. Please subscribe and get updates on new posts and stories.